ready for a little game. It's called Shamed by the Bell.
Said that, it just happened to pop up. What a coincidence.
It's crazy.
Like a wizard.
I am a wizard, Harry. Different show. Okay, so if you're like me, there are things about the show that, maybe you're afraid to admit they make absolutely no sense to you, but we're all friends. This is a safe place. The internet is so friendly to people who don't know everything.
Everyone watching this show on the internet are lovely, wonderful, handsome, pretty people, and we appreciate everything that you're typing right now.
Yes, thank you so much. So we are going to share our shame, because like I said, we need to, we're going to team bond a little bit.
We figured this was a good icebreaker, right, for everyone watching.
Icebreaker.
Because, pun not even intended, because we all have those even I have those little things, right, that we're ashamed to mention
Nick,
that we don't know
you look like
about.
you have a lot of things to be ashamed about. Go ahead.
A tremendous amount.
It's a safe place.
That's right. But since you said it's a safe place,
it's very safe,
and I'm going to trust you guys.
Yes, go.
And the internet. All right, here's my first thing that I'm ashamed about with Game of Thrones. I have not understood a word Melisandre has said all season long.
Shame! Oh, we're stopped.
Shame. You lie.
Even the shame nun came back to shame you.
Wait, but seriously, she says a lot of important information.
Do you literally not understand what she's saying, or can you not comprehend what she's trying to tell?
Yes.
Which one?
No, it's the way she says it and the speed of what she says it and the sing-songiness of it. It's just like
okay.
Blah, 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 blah,
so you don't
blah,
like poetry? Got it.
Also, she was in one episode. She was in just one episode last season. That she had said some important stuff.
I know,
too.
and that's why I keep going back and watching it and slowing it down and subtitles. And
I watch with subtitles.
The only thing that I can help you on this one. The only thing you need to remember about what Melisandre might have to do, other than the fact that she's secretly a super old lady and she's just using a glamour to be super sexy, which was a great reveal back in the season 6 premiere. But what she says to Varys, your favorite, your him and his little birds. She says goodbye to him because remember she was banished by Jon and Davos, and they said if you ever come back, we're gonna kill you. You need to peace out.
Yeah.
Bye,
and
girl.
she says she's leaving Westeros. That's what she said last season. But she will come back once more, and that will be when she dies, and that will be when Varys dies as well. So that is
that's just a drag, too.
big heavy thing because we know she's back this season. So clearly she's coming back for some purpose.
Yes.
And the Lord of Light, which is kind of the god that she believes in, has some purpose for her that will lead to her death. And apparently Varys is, and probably a lot of other people, if we're being honest.
Okay, so I quite honestly I very much believe I understand Melisandre, and I did not get all of what you just said.
You're welcome.
So
That's why
I'm
I'm here.
glad
That's why I'm here. That's why
Thank
I'm
you
here.
for that. Okay, so I will go next. What is going on with the White Walkers? I just don't understand. Are they zombies? What are their rules?
Right.
That's what I don't understand. Is just what is
Sure.
happening here?
Do you want to take this one?
Please explain, sir.
Well, I don't know all the technical stuff, but just watching from the man on the street is they were warriors who were shunned out by the king of the seven, of Westeros, back. You just continue talking.
Yeah, none of that's right. So, the White Walker, self-shame. The Sparrow would be so proud. The White Walkers themselves, we find out actually in the show, this hasn't been revealed in the books yet. The books might do it a little bit different. So it was a really cool scene of someone who's really nerdy about Game of Thrones. Couldn't tell.
We get it.
Sorry, guys. So they actually were created by the Children of the Forest, which you remember we met a couple seasons ago.
Yes.
They were created by this kind of ritual where the children plunged dragon glass into their heart and they turned into the White Walkers. And they were, I believe, men. Again, we don't know all the details, just kind of that vision that Bran saw, used by the children to fight other men because there was this war between the children and real life men. Anyway,
that's what I said.
That's exactly what you said. But the thing
Of
to go back
course.
to your earlier zombie question, right?
Yes.
Like how do there's the White Walkers and the Whites that they kind of reanimate.
So the whites are what I'm confused about.
Yeah, they're basically zombies. There's been a lot of conversations about the statute of limitations on like bringing back undead, which is unclear because people are theorizing that maybe they'll bring back like the old Starks that are kind of down in the crypts or something. That's unclear. But we did learn last year that they seem to have like vampire rules where if you kill the main White Walker who created them.
There are a lot of rules here.
There are a lot of rules. And listen, you asked. Let's just wait until you get my question. I look forward to you guys answering that for me.
Speaking of which, I would love to know what you are ashamed of.
Okay, well, so here's what I'm ashamed of. Bran is one of my favorite characters. I will stand behind Bran. My question though is like I don't know why he's acting like how he's acting. I don't know why he's like
why he's a
zombie.
human turnip?
Yeah, I don't get it.
So uninteresting and boring.
I think he's a dud.
I think Bran is really interesting and compelling, and there's so much more to him than maybe the show could be doing because he wasn't acting like this when he first became the Three-Eyed Raven, and now he just like sits there and like has the worst line delivery ever, unless that's what they were going for. In
Ned
which case,
Stark
Isaac
knew what he was doing when he was ignoring his son.
As fun as
his son was comatose. Like,
yes.
Okay,
He was
guys,
like,
settle down.